It's a lot of fun, we joke a lot.
We want to win and we want to prove that we are the best. It would be amazing to have that mantle on the game.
I think I have a little bit to prove, for sure. At this LAN, I can prove that I'm the best light on the game.
I think a lot of the players, they know that we are really good and we're easily the top one team for sure.
Everything is surreal. I still haven't put 2 and 2 together that I'm actually going to Sweden. I'm hoping it's going to be a good time.
Gaming has been pretty bad when I was playing Overwatch, and the finals came out. It was new, it was a lot of fun, and I thought, I could probably do something with this game.
I'm a big movement shooter guy. I have many hours in games like Titanfall and Apex and things like that, so I like the competitive shooter side, so more arena-based, things like that. The finals just scratched that itch.
I have a friend named Osiris, and he always wanted me to play the finals, and I was a little hesitant. I played it in season 1, and things were super unbalanced. It was a rough time, but I came back in about like season 4, season 5, and I started playing light, and honestly just fell in love, to be honest. I started getting super good at light, and things just kind of took off from there. Kind of like started obsessing over it, and I got invited into all the good Discords, and that's how I met my teammates, and then here we are today, signed.
What got me into the finals, I was just watching streamers and other random YouTube videos playing, and I picked it up pretty quickly, and then entered comp very short after that.
It's been just as funny as it was online, to be honest. Like, I was a little nervous getting to meet everybody in person. I'm kind of like a more shy guy, but ever since we've been here, it's been absolutely hilarious, to be honest. Like, we're just sitting here messing around, scrimming all day, VOD reviewing on the big TV, and eating good food, and it's been honestly a pleasure to be here.
It's definitely funny seeing people's avatars and matching their actual face to the voice that you hear hundreds of hours at a time. Definitely getting used to each other, living with each other for a few days and what's going to be 2 weeks. We've all kind of grown way more accustomed and more comfortable with each other that I know is going to last a really long time for each of us.
It's kind of crazy. It was a little weird at first. You get to meet your online teammates and stuff, but for the most part, it just clicked, and we just all became best buds, and it's been better to practice together rather than online.
It's a lot of fun, we joke a lot on Discord and in stream, but in person it's like 10 times more funny.
We're really working on getting our momentum and mentals all together and the synergy to keep pushing ourselves. We know that we can be the best on any given day. It's just a matter of understanding our enemy and what their plans are and try to push ourselves to be the best, and we want to prove that.
Envy has been specifically working on their comms and mental, just overall team play and strategy.
We've been working on our communication a lot. That's like the main focus, really. Telling everyone what we're doing, when we're gonna do it, and our team fights.
We're just trying to find a consistent play style so that we don't have to rely on just like chaos and randomness at the tournament. We've had success being super aggressive, super passive. We're just trying to find something that we can go into the tournament and all of us can be on the same page.
It's definitely very nerve-wracking playing in my first ever tournament and the first ever tournament for this game, but going to a new country is definitely an experience I'm looking forward to.
Everything is surreal. I still haven't put 2 and 2 together that I'm actually going to Sweden. Being in Texas, it's my first time in the state, and everything's been great so far, so I can only imagine what more experiences I'm gonna get in Sweden. In a place I've never been. It's my first time out of the country, so I'm hoping it's gonna be a good time.
I'm kind of nervous. I think I like to say that I won't be that nervous on the stage for the first time. I know we'll see when we get there. Traveling as a whole has been pretty nerve-wracking for me. I mean, I've never flown until this last week, so flying here and then turning around and flying to a whole nother country for a major tournament. A little less nervous because of just how many friends are going. I mean, we have like a lot of the community members that are showing up that aren't even just the comp players. I'm friends with all the comp players, so it should just be a good time. But when it comes to the stage, there's definitely some nerves there. We'll see how many people show up and are watching, and kind of what it feels like to get into that first gunfight on stage.
The first finals tournament is pretty huge. This has been a long time coming. We've been waiting for it for many, many seasons, and when the announcement, it was super hype. And first international tournament, everyone's gonna be nervous.
Just to meet everybody, all the people that I've been playing ranked with these last year and a half, 2 years, and all the familiar faces that I see in Twitch chats, just putting every face to name and meeting as many people as I can within the gaming industry, within teams, devs, whoever it may be, just ultimately winning in the end, but enjoying the experience up until then.
Meeting my friends. I've made a lot of friends in this community, and seeing them in person for the first time is going to be amazing.
I'm looking forward to how hyped the casting is going to be and how the audience will be reacting to it. And I hope more people will see how hyped the game is.
I'm looking forward to just finally, we've had all these community tournaments leading up till now, and we've won some, we've gotten second a few times, we've won a few times, kind of just always top 2. This is the first major tournament where we can finally, figure out who's the best. All the best teams will finally be there with no ping disadvantage. EU can finally, fight NA on the same ping. And then same with like the APAC teams. Like we've never even gone against them in any sort of tournament at all with or without ping disadvantage. So it'll be exciting to face all the players and finally figure out who's the best.
I think our biggest challenge is like locking in like what kind of playstyle we want to do, and at the bootcamp we've been able to play a lot together, and we've been able to like really find what we want to do and how we're going to do it.
The biggest challenge for our team is going to be nerves. This is everyone's first LAN tournament, especially traveling overseas, so they're all going to be very nervous with the crowd and the casting and all new setups, but I'm sure they'll be comfortable because of the bootcamp that Envy has provided us.
The biggest challenge for us is right now to be like the absolute best. There's one team pretty much standing in our way, and we're working to get to the point where going into the tournament that we can beat Nightmare. And if we can beat Nightmare, I'm very confident that going into this tournament we can just win it all.
I would say our biggest challenge is trying to understand what our enemy wants. There are a few things that people play off of and a few things that we give that we are working on bettering ourselves and trying to flip that on them, whether that be things that we know that we struggle with or things that we know that we do well in. We want to really push ourselves to, maximize our efforts.
Yeah, it'd be Nightmare esports. They play a very interesting style of the finals. They play split, but they're very coordinated. It's kind of like a little tornado. You start chasing one, he leads you into another, and you just keep running in circles, and you're getting baited from this guy and that guy. And when they're on, they just don't make very many mistakes. A lot of teams, like when I say chaos and like trying to build a consistent play style, they don't play chaotic at all. It's very, like if you're getting dragged into someone, you have uni shooting you, and it's very hard to, when they're playing at their best, it's very hard to beat them.
Our biggest test is easily Nightmare. They are probably the only team that we've had like a struggle to beat, but we're locking that in.
The biggest test for us is probably going to be Nightmare, only really the 3v3s. I think we're going to do very well in the 12-mans, but 3v3s Nightmare has improved significantly, and they've been a powerhouse recently.
Because of the two different game modes, I like to think that in 12s, Alliance really has an edge. They have not an edge, but they have a really good understanding of the game, and they have a really good macro, as we like to say it. In terms of 3v3s, I think we don't really struggle against many teams. The team that gives us the most trouble is NTMR, Nightmare. They just have individually 3 really good players that do their job really well, and we have to deconstruct them and figure it out.
I don't think so. I think a lot of the players, they know that we are really good, and we're easily the top 1 team for sure.
I feel like we do have things to prove as a team. Our synergy and cohesion has always been tested, and we take a lot of games when we're playing hot, and we still do well but fall short on times that we don't. So us coming together as a team and proving that individually we are the best and together we are the best, I feel like that could cement our names in the finals history as being the winners of the first major that's ever happened.
I don't think we have anything to prove. I know a lot of people think that we are one of the best teams in NA right now and overall the game, and I think we're really going to show that at the major.
I think I have a little bit to prove for sure. I've always been regarded as top 1, top 2, over time top 3. Like it's as like a light player in general. I've been regarded as the best, the 3rd best. When the different teams are forming, and I think at this LAN I can prove that I'm the best light on the game.
So my day full of scrims, games, whatever it is, I always call or talk to my mom beforehand. I always have a banana, maybe some pasta the night before just to keep everything going and not to feel really sluggish. And then either some NeuroGum or any sort of like a V8 energy drink. When I'm good on caffeine, then I feel like I'm good and I'm locked in for the games. The energy is up and the hype is up with the team and we're all playing better.
For me, it's just caffeine. I get, like zero sugar energy drink and just a light snack, banana, small sandwich, or sometimes nothing at all. Really just caffeine and water is like my go-to routine before I play.
For the open quals, I definitely had to throw up. I was very nervous, but NeuroGum helps a lot. I like chewing gum. That definitely gets me locked in.
It would mean so much. Our team has kind of been a huge roller coaster. We've won a tournament and then turned around and got second, and then we've dipped down to being considered not even a good team because of just not meshing well, to battling all the way back up and winning the next tournament. It's been a roller coaster, and I think it would mean the world for us to go out and win the big one.
Amazing. I mean, we've been working so hard and every single player has been grinding as much as they can. Each one of our players streams and plays the game just multiple hours a day, like endlessly.
I think it would be really awesome. It would be able to put us out there to show that this game is small, but it has potential and there's a lot of good players there. So it'd be cool to show everyone about the finals.
Going to Sweden in and of itself is already an experience. I'm very, thankful to Envy and my teammates for believing in each other and us getting there. Now that we are going there, we want to win and we want to prove that we are the best. And that would just cement our names in the finals as us being the first winners of the first major. It would be amazing to have that mantle on the game.